Jesus is basically saying, your law-keeping, your morality, your good works, they're just a cover-up. You're trying to cover up the funk of your life that actually exists within your heart. It says, inside you're full of all kinds of greed, envy, self-centeredness, unlike us. But, it says, get your hearts right. And then your actions will change as well. Is Jesus speaking those words to you? Or is he just speaking to the Pharisees? Because we don't deal with that today. See, our actions, our morality, our attempts to do more good than bad, our occasional drop of the dollar bills in the box, they don't make us good with God. If you go a month without drinking at the party, it doesn't make you good with God. If you say prayers every single night before you go to bed, and you go, 7 out of 7 days, that doesn't make you good with God. If you come to church for 52 straight weeks, that does not make you good with God. Let's go to Galatians 2. Galatians is a letter that Paul wrote to a church around the Mediterranean Sea. Again, here's the great thing about the Bible. The Bible is always going to tell us what's up with our lives, our sin, our selfishness, our pride, but it's always going to give us a way out. It's never going to say, hey, here's your problem, deal with it, work it out yourself. No, it says, here's your problem, here's the way out. This is Galatians 2:21. I do not treat the grace of God as meaningless. For if keeping the law could make us right with God, then there was no need for Christ to die. This thing is just packed with info. See, God has offered a way for us to become righteous, for us to be cleansed, to move past just this cover-up. And it's all about the cross. The cross is God's effort to bring about the cleansing that we cannot by our own effort. At Fuel, we talked about, we don't worship the cross, we worship the one who died on it and rose again. That's God's effort to bring about the cleansing that we couldn't by ourselves. Religion is our effort to try to make ourselves clean. See, cleaning yourself is easy. You just follow these laws, take care of yourself, do a little good here, toss a little cash there. It's easy. But being cleansed by someone else is awkward. As teenagers, you don't want no one else touching your body. It is totally weird just to even think about someone washing you. But when it comes to the cross, you must be cleansed by God through Christ, or you will remain disconnected and separated from God. You cannot clean yourself. Acts is just a cover-up. Religion is just a cover-up. It's not good enough. Here's a question. As teenagers, do you have peace? Do you have peace with your life and how you're living? Does your morality, does your church attendance, does your religious practice, does it give you peace that puts you to bed at night and going, all right, I did enough today. I've got peace. If you're honest with yourselves, do you have peace? Or are you wrestling with these thoughts that I'm not good enough? I'm not going to get to heaven. If I just did a little bit more, God's angry with me. Here's a truth that I think y'all need to write down in your card. It's that the grace of God brings peace between us and God and brings peace with ourselves. It's the grace of God that does that. The cross is an expression of God's grace, an offer to you all to take advantage. Religion is just a cover-up.